Hi friends, Mindy here. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you all had a wonderful Independence Day. We went to see my daughter for a few days, and while we were there, we had a chance to do a little bit of antiquing, and so I thought I would share my haul with you. I also have a friend who owns a retail shop, a resale shop, and she very generously gifted me a few things, and I thought I would share some of the books with you today that she gave me. So this first one is called Adult Class Study. This book is from 1911, and this is actually talking about like adult Sunday school classes, which I thought was really fun. It just kind of talks about the structure of them and then different ideas for the actual studies themselves. So this book, I really like this, I like the cover, and it's pretty well intact. And so I think this would make a really good journal. Just it's 5 by a little like 7.5, which seems to be a really good size for me. I personally really enjoy creating journals in this size, and I love that this one has the little library pocket in the back of it still, and then of course the beautiful sticker in the front. And so I was excited to have that one. And this is another one. These are kind of all the same size, the kind of 5 by 7.5 ish. This one is Will India Become Christian? And this is from 1930. The paper in this one is really good. It's not as smooth, it's more textured, and so I really like even that there's some kind of open places where you can do some stamping and things. But I like the font. I like the texture of the paper and everything, and so this is going to be a fun one to get into as well. And this next one is The Witnesses to Christ. This one is really cool. It's 1894, but these are lectures. So these were lectures that were delivered before the Biblical Department of Vanderbilt University. And it's just a really cool paper. And I don't know if you can tell. Oh, there's a note. I love it to find notes in my books like that. I don't know how well it really shows up on camera, but it's like darker around the borders and the patina of it, and then it just kind of gets lighter toward the center, and I really love it when books do that. And this one, I don't know if you can kind of see the texture of the paper in there. It's really interesting. So I'm excited to have that one. It's not rag paper, but I do love the texture of that paper. And then this last one, this cover has come off, but it has a beautiful like embossed texture on it. I love this. And I have a feeling that Scott might want to keep this one because this is a grammar New Testament diction, Introduction to the Critical Study of the Greek New Testament. And I've mentioned that before. Scott has studied Greek. This is from 1859, and so I think that he may want to keep this one, but I love this because it has the beautiful Greek words, so you get to see I love the Greek alphabet. I think it's really beautiful. Just even if I can't read it, I think it's beautiful to look at. That probably sounds crazy, but it just is beautiful to me. And so seeing all of the different words, but it's talking about, the sentence structure and conjunctions and prepositions and all of the, grammatical things in there. But I just think that it's just pretty to look at. I really enjoy it. I do try to understand some of it, but Scott has actually spent time like learning it, and so he may want to keep this one. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. But I really love this one. I was really excited to have that one, especially because it's 1859. And then we stopped at a little antique mall that had, several different vendors, and I didn't get a ton of things, but I tried to get some things that were more unique that I just didn't really have, except for this one booth they were having a 40% off sale, so I did pick up a few books there, but and mostly readers from because I really enjoy the kids books. And so again, roughly 5 by 7.5, and I love the covers. But one of the things that I really love about the kids books is the different in the font, different drawings and pictures and illustrations in there. The coloring of them, especially with the older ones, is just so great. So this is Indoors and Out, and Let me see if I can find 1935 on this one, and the paper on it just has a really good feel to it as well. And I love that every once in a while you'll get the little pencil marks and different things from kiddos, which I just think is so cute. But just love all of the artwork and things from books of this time frame. So there is that one. And then this one is book 5, so this is a little bit of an older reader. So this is Fact and Story Readers, and this one is 1931, but the paper in this one is great. It's really smooth, and so you don't have as many pictures and things, but you do have some really interesting ones. I like pen and ink versions. There are a couple colored ones in here I noticed when I was flipping through here. Obviously I'm not going to be able to find it while I'm on camera, but most of them are just the black and white, but there are a couple that have been, here we go, where color has been added. And I just think these are beautiful. And I like that with these, they're always separate. So you can actually pull this out and create something with it. But look at him, he's so cute. So anyway, that was excited for that one as well. And then just having those, they were 40% off, so that was good. This one is a second reader. This one is a well-loved book. This is 1931. Original copyright is 1922, it looks like. But again, you just have, the Melancholy Pig. This is a second reader, and it's called The Melancholy Pig. Just throwing that out there. But I love the font. I love the drawings that are with it. I just think it's so good. This one is the one that has, you can see the little, some little guy got a hold of a pencil, and I love that there's music in it sometimes. But there are some pencil marks and things in here. This one was just a well-loved little book, and I love that. So, and then the last one we found, this is actually one that Scott found, so I have to give him credit for this one because I'm super excited about it. If you followed my channel at all, I love hymnals and I love music paper. In my journals, I always have music of some kind, and this, I have never had a Spanish hymnal before, and so I'm very excited about this one. This was actually, let me see the copyright dates. Original copyright is 1921, but it had a renewal in 49. And so this one's going to be hard to pull the pages out of, but man, I'm just really excited. I don't know if I have ever shared this on my YouTube channel, or maybe it's been a while, but I have been trying to learn Spanish, and so having a Spanish hymnal is just something that I'm really super excited about. So like, it's going to be hard maybe to break this one apart. We'll see if I even manage it, but I was really excited to have this one in my stash. So I'm going to try and spend some time and see how much of it I can read and everything. But, again, this one is 5, it's a little bit taller, 5 by 8. So it's also a good size, but, really, really excited about this little hymnal. And then I found this lace. I thought this was such a good deal. There was a booth that had, some doilies and different things, but I found this lace and I got this whole piece of this for $1. So I was really excited about that. I will probably be breaking this down into smaller sections and selling it on my website. Let me know if that's something that you would be interested in seeing, having, sections of some vintage lace here. Let me just say, because I haven't mentioned it, my website is called chosenandcrafting.com. I will have the link for that down in the description if you're interested. And but I will probably be cutting this down and listing this on the website as well. But I was really excited for that. Let me find a place to set this. And then a couple other little things that I found. These are some of the more unique items that I found. This is kind of things that we were looking for this time. So I found some Viewmaster picture reels, and not a lot of them, and some of them are a little bit newer than others. Like this one is actually Six Flags Over Georgia in Atlanta. So there's a couple of those in here, but then there's some older ones. So this is the Flintstones, and then it says Huckleberry Hound and Friends. I'm trying to see if there's a date on here, but I don't. 1964. Ooh, it's very small. This one is 1961. So from the 60s, some of these, I don't know about the Atlanta ones. Let's see. If it's on here, my eyes are not seeing it, but that's fine. But I have actually some ideas in mind for these little viewfinders. I think they would make just a fun, even like a little pocket or all kinds of little things that you can do with these in a journal. Even the pocket is cool. But if you're nostalgic about viewfinders, you might be excited about those too. And then we found these, which is something, okay, so this says that it's a traveling alarm clock. That's not what's actually in here. And then this says something about a Fashion Academy Award. That's not what this box is. This box is actually a set of animal cards, and I have no idea what these are for. If you guys know, I need to do some more research and see if I can find out. But if you guys know, let me know in the comments. I would love that. But they're just little animal cards, and they have numbers on the bottom. So there's some kind of, I don't know, they correspond with something, but there's no information about the animal or anything on here. It's just the animal picture and the number, and it's a really random selection. You know, you go from a walrus and a seal, you know, a rat, an ibex, yeah, cute little otter. I would love to know more about this. So like I said, if you guys happen to know, then drop that in the comments and I would really love that. But I just think these are going to be really fun in junk journals. So I had not seen anything like this before. So we managed to get this whole set, and I love that. And then the last thing is the one that was, I think, maybe the most unique find that we've had in a while, and one I'm super, super excited about. And it's this library of games. So this is 6 games, and you have Old Maid, a game of authors, a game of Dr. Quack, a game of Slapjack, Animal Rummy, and Crossword. So the game of Old Maid, if you ever played Old Maid as a kid, I know I did. I'm trying to get this open. So this one is actually, this box is just a little bit different than the others, but it actually has the directions for this game in it. Some of the other ones do not, but you have, you know, just little mini playing cards that are, they're Old Maid, and I think the drawings on here are so cute. This one, the little Old Maid, poor thing, bless her heart, she's got some tape on her, but that's okay. And then she's the only one that's really like that, but all of the other ones are great. And I actually kind of even like the one with the tape on her, but we put her back in. And then this one of authors, I was looking at this earlier, and it actually is, I don't know how you play this game, if you're just collecting them or playing them like match, but there really are, it's information about an author. So this is H.H. Jackson, and it says Ramona at the top, and Nellie's Silver Mine, Letters from a Cat, Glimpses of California. You have just Louisa May Alcott, Little Women, just different, literally different authors. So I have no idea how this game would be played, other than I can see that there's, you know, the same author has been repeated. So maybe that's how you just collect them all, which is kind of fun. But I mean, who doesn't want a game about authors? I think that's pretty cool. I have no idea how to play Dr. Quack as well. If you guys know some of these, let me know. If you've ever played them, let me know. This is just like, it's got little prompts. So a bundle of shingles, some stewed prunes, some pink lemonade, a large red brick. I don't know. There's no directions for this one that I could see in here either. But I just think that it's really fun. I have no idea how you would play that game, but it's hilarious. And then there's Slapjack. So this one is just going to be more like regular card game, you know, regular deck of cards. If you've ever played Slapjack, I remember playing Slapjack as a kid. Animal Rummy. Let me just pull these out. We'll just try to do this quickly so you can see all of them, because I have some ideas for these cards too. That's going to be fun. But you have, you know, basically another deck, but you have, you know, animals. So you've got some bunnies and some bears and little squirrel. So cute. And then the last one is actually called a game of crossword, which is really interesting. Let me put this back in the right way, because these are just letters. And so I imagine, based on the picture, you're trying to, you know, create your own words from them, but it's literally just cards with letters and a numerical value on there. So super, super cute. I'm super excited. I keep saying that. Sorry. But I was really excited to find these. I don't see a date on any of them. But I do think that these are just going to be, I liked them for the nostalgia's sake, but I also think that they're going to be super cute in some journals. I have some ideas for these, but I don't, like I said, I don't have, I don't see a date or anything on them, but they are well loved. They are used, and I think that is just so cute. So I was excited to find that little set. So as usual, I will be having some new paper packs going into the shop soon. If you see anything, if there's anything that you've seen here, if you are interested in a custom pack of any of the papers or books that you've ever seen me do, like in a haul or whatever, feel free to reach out to me over there. You can send me an email at calledchosenandcrafting.com if you have a request or anything like that. I would love to hear you if you have suggestions. I'd love to hear those as well, so you can drop those in the comments here or send me an email. I'd also love to have you join my Facebook group. I will have the link for that in the description, as well as all of my other affiliate links. So if you liked this video, I would really appreciate it if you gave it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and until next time, bye.